Giving your crew little breaks here and there can really help morale and help them recharge their stamina. As we've also looked at, breaks give your cast and crew a chance to get to know each other and network. And like feeding them well, it just shows respect for the work they're putting into your project. There were a few times on the Assurance where every time we cut, everyone would leave and go on break. It would take so long to set back up again. But we didn't initially communicate to them when we would give them breaks, so they took advantage of whatever stopping points they could. If we would have planned when we'd give the cast and crew breaks up front, we would have had everyone on the same page and things would have been more efficient. On bigger and more professional film sets, the first AD always needs to know where everyone is. So when someone goes to the bathroom, they not only need to communicate that they need to use the restroom, but exactly what they'll be doing in there so the AD can plan how long they'll be away. But we weren't nearly that professional on the Assurance, so that's all we need to say about that. Note that there are some key positions like the director and the DP that really never get breaks because they're always needed by somebody. Frequently, while everyone else was eating, Gev and I would be meeting to plan our next shots. When I work like this, I usually hold up pretty well for a few days, but then my body falls apart afterwards and sometimes I can get really sick. When I made another short film, Empathy for the Devil, it was a 20-hour shoot day and I was in this makeup the whole time. And with the makeup, I couldn't eat or drink anything, which is a little tough after 20 hours of working. This is why I love working with Elijah Teagues, who was the producer of our behind-the-scenes footage for this training series. He knows I have a tendency to neglect my health while I'm working, and he'll frequently bring me water or whatever, insist that I just take a minute to sit down and relax. On our first day of shooting, he set up a camera on a tripod to record our behind-the-scenes stuff, and then he brought a bunch of refreshments to set so that we could snack and keep working. Though I will tell you, one of our most triumphant moments on set was when we were a little ahead of schedule on day 3. Our lunch was still a few minutes away from being delivered, so we stole Eva and Natty and a tiny skeleton crew and ran off secretly and filmed scene 11, basically that one shot of the girls running away. It literally only took 5 minutes because it was just a quick MOS shot. We didn't have to worry about the whole crew, video village, and so on. In most cases, you don't want to ask cast or crew to work during their lunch. That's their time. But when we got back to base camp, lunch was still just arriving, so they still got their full hour for lunch. Sometimes on indie film sets, there are these crazy exceptions. You just have to act on what's going on in that moment. And so that's what we did. But the key here is that we still didn't cheat our cast and crew out of their time off. In all workplaces, including film sets, breaks are essential.